Hello, and welcome back to another requested celebrity reading. It is July 7th, 2026, and it is 7:37 a.m. Okay, so this request is going to be a little different than some of the requests that I get. This one is going to be the next mega star who will reach or exceed Beyonce level fame. Now, I had no idea how to deliver this reading, so just bear with me as we try to figure this one out. So, I want to start with the soul, the energy of the next megastar. So we're gonna obviously use the Tarot of Apocalypse, and we're gonna use the Ask Your Guides. Where are they? Okay, so these cards are just gonna see the soul energy of the next mega star to reach or exceed Beyonce level fame. All right, I'm asking for 3 cards. Can I please get 3 cards regarding the soul energy of the next megastar who will reach or exceed Beyonce level fame? Okay. These are the Ask Your Guides. When it comes to the soul energy of the next megastar who will reach or exceed Beyonce level fame, why these 3 tarot cards come out? Why did these 3 tarot cards come out when it comes to her soul, please? His or her soul, please. I'm assuming it's a female. Okay. All right, let's see what we got going on. When it comes to the soul, here we go. Okay. All right, not bad so far. We got some good one good card here. Let me turn over the rest of them before I start talking. Okay, okay. What is this one? Ooh, ooh wee, ooh wee. She gonna be a bad mama jamma, whoever she is. Hold on now. Hold on, Tito. Listen. So I'm gonna tell you the cards that came out first. So we're talking about the soul energy of the next megastar that will reach or exceed Beyonce level fame. Now, I'm not gonna go in order. I could. Okay, listen, I'll tell y'all what we got. We got the 3 of Cups. We got the Fool card. And we also got the Empress. Okay? Listen, the question at hand is who is the next? Okay, the next megastar to exceed or reach Beyonce level fame. So in order for that to happen, we have to have the Fool card. Why the Fool card? Because the Fool card is all about new beginnings. New beginnings. Let's read what it has to say. Okay. Ooh, they damn there. I'm gonna keep my hand on this one. Okay. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Now, this is what the Fool card has to say, right? It says, the death of an ego, okay? It says boundaries, and it says self removing that which holds you back. It talks about spiritual ecstasy. Okay, it talks about drunkenness. It talks about unity. It talks about the feeling of one, divine, inspirational, add, revelation. What appears foolish to others is a mark of a spiritual awareness, new beginnings, the start of a new path or a journey, new awakening, a beginner's mind. Listen, this Fool card being right here is almost like perfect timing. It's almost like perfect timing because the death of an ego, not saying that Beyonce has an ego. There was a song called He Got a Big Ego. But what I'm saying is when it comes to the death of an ego, okay, we're talking about who's going to exceed or reach that level. That's gonna be like a gut punch, right? That's going to be like a gut punch. You know, like, oh, who is this person trying to come take my spot? So that's where the death of an ego comes in at, okay? And then we have this spiritual ecstasy right here. It talks about a new beginning, a new path, a new start, a new journey, a new awakening, a beginner's mind. Ain't that crazy? Now, I'm going to move it over here because this is how it starts with the Fool card, right? Now, the next card I want to talk about is the Empress, right? Because, man, it's just crazy how it came out. So let's talk about what the Empress talks about. Okay. It talks about love, sensuality, beauty, sexuality, a lover, active creation, the great goddess, feminine, the awaiting womb, motherhood in literal and metaphorical sense, nurture, the care of others, self growth, fertility, seeing a project through, the creative process, artistry, okay, giving everything to create a goal, birthing something, uniting creativity and beauty, giving life to something, sweetness, joy, in love, in relationship, bounty, embodying love and compassion. Man, whoever she is, I mean, I'm only saying she because the person who requested the reading, and shout out to you, the person who requested the reading wanted to know the next megastar who will reach or exceed Beyonce level fame. So with this Empress coming out, is more than likely definitely is going to be a female, and with all these different traits, all these different qualities, because these three cards right here, we're talking about the soul of the next megastar. I love it already. Man, she's gonna be beautiful. Look at this person on here. Take a good look. Look at this person on here. The little tigers and everything. Where's those tigers? They're probably lions, okay? So, like I said, when I flip these over, I'm like, she gonna be a bad mama jamma, whoever she is. And you're gonna have to if you're gonna be on Beyonce level or exceed it. And then we have the Three of Cups. So we're talking about the megastar. The Three of Cups is all about celebration. This Three of Cups ain't gonna come out here if this Empress or this new megastar ain't about nothing. There'd be nothing to celebrate. So we got the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups talks about a whole lot, you guys. All right. So this is really good when it comes to the soul of the next megastar. All right, so I asked why these three cards, and the spirit guides, I asked why these three cards. Because we got limitations right here. Limitations. When I think about, depending on what we're talking about, when I think about limitations, I think we're talking about the limitations is up. You know what I'm saying? Like it's time for someone new. You know, this is how I'm reading this. Let's take a peek at the bottom. Oh ho ho, opposition. Yeah, it will be an opposition for sure. Yep, move out the way. Okay, limitations. The limitation is there is other people who will be seen, particularly this person that's going to be coming after Beyonce. This is crazy. This is crazy. Let's ask the cards a question. Oh, shit. Whoa. Well, I was getting ready to ask the question, right? And the question was going to be, why did limitations come out? And what I got is the Queen of Swords. I got balancing with the Six of Pentacles. I got the Nine of Wands. Okay, we already know what the Nine of Wands are. And then we got the Chariot coming. And then we have the Five of Wands, which is about, you know, a lot of different fighting and things of that, arguing and things of that nature. But things are getting ready to be balanced out. We got the Queen of Swords coming out. The truth is going to be what it is. Resilience with the Nine of Wands being right here in the Chariot. So this is happening, followed by the Ace of Wands, followed by the Ten of Cups. I can read all of this if you want me to, but I really don't feel like it because I really just wanted confirmation for the limitations. Okay, we got a lot of cards to get through, but I feel like all those different cards confirmed what I wanted to know with the limitations being here. Some point in time, things have to come to a balance. We had that Ace of Wands. You know, that Ace of Wands ain't no joke. All right. Why y'all do that? Six of Cups, the Lovers, the Nine of Cups, and the Eight of Cups walking away, the Eight of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. These are all these cards that just came out again while I was trying to flip. Someone's going to be walking away. Someone's going to be happy. Okay. Yeah. Damn, that's crazy. All right. Let's get back to the get back. Okay. So far, so good, if you ask me. So remember what we have. And there go, look, remember I said that Ace of Wands, and there go that Ace of Wands again. There go that Ace of Wands again coming out. And that Ace of Pentacles, wow. And that balance, we just had that Six of Pentacles just a minute ago. All right, y'all, let's keep it moving. All right. All right, here we go. So, we're gonna see what industry will they dominate. Now, I'm thinking because we're talking about the next person to exceed Beyonce, we're more than likely talking about the music industry. We're not talking about acting or, global entertainment. Well, yeah, we could do global entertainment. We could say that because Beyonce is known all around the world. So let's use the tattoo tarot to see what industry will the next megastar who will reach or exceed Beyonce level fame dominate? Okay. One, two, three. Well, I could tell you one thing for sure. We got that fool card again. So, once again, the fool card is all about a new beginning. It's coming out again. Now, right here is the Hierophant. I love this Hierophant. Where is it? I love this Hierophant because this Hierophant talks about this Hierophant. This Hierophant talks about where the hell did it go? Here it go. It talks about tradition, right? And it talks about social approval, right? It talks about philosophy. It talks about goodness, okay? And it talks about vulnerability and impotence, right? So the way I'm looking at this is with this food card being here, we definitely have a new beginning coming, right? We're talking about the industry they will dominate, traditional. So it'll be like where she is at. She's in the music industry. She is known for acting. So more than likely, this person will be new with the food card and be traditional. They'll be, if we're talking about Beyonce, the person to exceed her or be at the same level, this person is going to come out singing. This person is going to come out acting. It's going to be pretty much the same. This person is going to come out dancing, like all of that. It's going to be traditional. The Hierophant is all about tradition, you guys, okay? It's also about social approval. So it lets me know that this new person with this food card will be approved when it comes to the industry that they will be dominating. Not only will they be socially approved, we got the Eight of Coins. The Eight of Coins talks about skills. Their skills are going to be on point. They're going to be done mastered what it is that, what? Okay, that's funny. Um, I'm not gonna tell y'all what I heard, but that'll be funny as hell if that was true. That would be funny as hell. Okay, but with this Eight of Coins, they're gonna be good. They're gonna be the mastered their skills. Okay, when it comes to the industry, they're gonna be the mastered it. Okay. Let's see, this is what it talks about. The Eight of Coins talks about apprenticeship. It talks about skilled. It talks about planning. It talks about calculating. It talks about ambition. It talks about community role, okay? It talks about craftsmanships. It's all about skills and being in mastery, okay? So this person is going to be excellent at what they do. Once again, on repeat, it's going to be traditional and socially approved with this new beginning when it comes to this megastar that will be on the same level or exceed Beyonce. If I feel like it, I might tell you guys what I heard, but that would be weird as hell. That would be weird. Maybe y'all could guess what came to my head, what was said. Because that was crazy as hell. It's so crazy. I don't even want to talk about it. That's just how crazy it was. You ain't finna put me out there like that. No, sir. Not gonna do it. All right. What else we have here? Let's see. Star code. Let's use the star code and talk about ask the same question when it comes to the industry. One more time. When it comes to the next megastar who will reach or exceed Beyonce level fame, what industry will they dominate? What does the soul, not the soul, but what does the star code Astro has to say about this? Opposition. See, we just had, do y'all remember with these cards? Damn, I shuffled it. But with the soul, with the extra guys, we had opposition. So when it comes to what industry will they dominate, we got opposition again. And it's crazy because it's crazy. Where the fuck is my book at? Here you go. It's crazy because what I had heard, I can't tell you what I heard. Let's just go over to here. Opposition talks about confrontation, okay? Okay, number 53 or number 35 could be significant to this situation. And let's talk about what it says. I know Spirit messing with me. They trying real hard to get me to say something, but I'm not going to do it. Listen, it says, I ain't gonna read all of that. Oh, God. Listen, I'm gonna read this to y'all. I'm gonna read all of it. It says, when two planets oppose each other across the circle of the zodiac, as the sun and the moon do on a full moon, both planets will either be in the sign of the yang element, fire and water, or the yin element, water and earth, and stare directly at each other across the earth like partners in a wrestling match. The opposition can feel like a dare or a challenge like boot camp, where a confrontation pushes everyone to grow. Actions. This is not a comfortable situation, but that's not the point. You are being challenged to grow. Look at the situation as a dojo, a martial art training center, and take the training. You don't have to trust the wisdom of the people you are wrestling with, but you can trust the pattern itself in the greatest cosmic workout. Practice your best skills, stay centered, and operate from wisdom and strategy instead of emotional heat. Listen for the hints on how to improve your style. The obstacles in your way are not there to stop you, but to push you forward in your personal best. This situation may be set up as a dichotomy. I think that's what that says. You or them, love or work, your ideas versus their ideas. Question the dichotomy. The dichotomy. I think that's what it say, y'all. Leave me alone. Illusions, and look for the third position of resolution. A both and solution versus either or. If the way forward feels truly blocked, look for another path. Sometimes a opposition, particularly in transit, says you shall not pass this way. Find another way. The opposition dares you to proceed. Decide if this path is worth the struggle. If it is, it grows through you grow through your skills. Hold your ground. Yep, that's what that 9 of Wands was. Holding your ground and fight for what you believe in. That with that 5 of Wands coming out, you are being able to ask to prove yourself and others that you have the skills you need for the next step. Here is the challenge. The situation is inconvenient, growth opportunity, but not a punishment. Decide if it's time to build muscles, or to find another path. Here's the gift. The situation offers you a chance to burn through your karma if you continually respond with compassion and tough love from your highest self. Take the high road. Woo! And that was a lot. So when it comes to what industry they will dominate, it's gonna be a lot of opposition. It's gonna be a lot of challenges based off of this card, number 53, opposition, confrontation. But y'all don't even understand why though. I can't say why. Cause I sometimes, I don't be trusting myself sometimes. Sometimes I don't be trusting myself. Wow. And then look at the bottom of the deck. Pluto. Rebirth. Oh yeah. It's definitely gonna be a new sheriff in town. For real. It's definitely gonna be a new sheriff in town. I'm starting my membership, you guys. And what I will say is, when it comes to this particular reading, I'm gonna get the questions, the answers to what it is that I hear in my head, but just don't want to say out loud on the membership side. Woo-hoo. All right, let's keep it moving. Let's see. Let's talk about their natural gifts and their abilities. Their natural gifts and their abilities. So let's use these cards. Hold on, let me get a drink of my Monster here. I'm still doing the Voodoo Grape. It's really good. Okay. All right, now. So this is what we're going to do. Let's talk about let's talk about their natural gifts and their abilities. When it comes to the next megastar who will reach or exceed Beyoncé level fame, can you give me 3 cards when it comes to their, whoa, what is that tried to pop out? Oh, that was the 9 of Swords. When it comes to their natural gifts and abilities, can you please give me 3 cards? The next megastar who will reach or exceed Beyoncé level. I want to know their natural gifts or abilities. Natural gifts or abilities. Natural gifts or abilities. And then I want to use the African Goddess cards to ask why. When it comes to the next megastar who will reach or exceed Beyoncé level fame, when it comes to the natural gifts and ability, why would I get those 3 tarot cards? All right, y'all, let's see what's going on with the natural gifts and abilities. Ooh. Whoa. Wow. Okay. Okay. See, it's crazy. It's only crazy because of what I heard earlier. So when it comes to the natural gifts and the abilities, we have the Tower. And the Tower talks about sudden change, upheaval, revelations, awakening, destruction, of an old foundation. The destruction of an old foundation. Disaster, trauma, chaos. We already know that much with the five of wands that had came out earlier. Okay, when it comes to this person's natural gifts and ability, they coming to fuck some shit up. I ain't even playing with you. Um, the key word that's sticking out is the destruction of an old foundation. If you just knew, and I'm not bullshitting you guys, but some things I think you need to keep to yourself sometimes as a tarot reader. Because for one, I could be wrong. And for two, just because you know certain things don't mean you always got to say them, because sometimes it's fun just to see the shit actually come to fruition or whatever. But just focus on what I'm telling you right now when I say the destruction of an old foundation, right? If we're talking about the next megastar who will exceed or reach Beyonce, that's funny, Beyonce level fame, destruction of an old foundation, Beyonce would be considered the old. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to the words 3131. Listen to the words that are coming out my mouth. Beyonce could be considered the old foundation. In order for something new to come in with this chariot, right? This has to come down. There has to be a tower moment, right? So the chariot talks about action. Well, we know there's going to be action because not once but twice we had that Ace of Wands that came out in two different decks, okay? It talks about success. It talks about forward movement. It talks about willpower. And it talks about determination to opposing forces working towards a goal. Two opposing forces working towards a goal. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. Nope. Y'all don't even hear what I'm trying to say without saying it. Y'all don't hear me. Somebody may pick up what it is that I'm putting down. That's old school. Somebody may be able to pick up what it is that I'm putting down. Okay, and if you do, hey. Now, listen to this. We're talking about the natural gifts and the ability. We end up with the moon card, right? And the moon card talks about illusions, and it talks about things that are hidden, okay? And it talks about the unseen, okay? And it talks about secrets, okay? It's a lot of things when it comes to this new megastar that you guys are not gonna be aware about, but may have thought some things. Okay? You may not be aware of, but may have thought some things. Okay? Damn, I'm giving out a little bit too much information. All right. Anyway, so I asked why these three cards. As you can see, these are all major arcanas. The Tower is a major. The Chariot is a major. And the Moon is a major. That's why I said some things, just because I may know some things, I may not need to always speak upon them. Okay? With this Moon card being here. All right? But when it comes to the natural gifts and ability, this new person that's going to be coming up on the scenes is powerful. The only thing I can say is, I keep saying bad mama jamma. Very powerful, very skillful, know what it is that they're doing. They've been working on this, training on this. Yeah. Okay? What is this? So why these three cards, Spirit? Live out loud. Live out loud. Exactly. Number 31 could be significant. Did I just say that a minute ago? Yeah, I did. I said number 31 could be significant. Didn't I just say it? And here we go. Here go number 31. All right. Here we go. Now I already know what this card say, but just wrong book. Just in case there's somebody, why is this even over here? Well, just in case there's somebody who don't know what this live out loud card means, let's just talk about it. Yep, I sure said 31 could be significant, and here it goes. Okay. This card says, express yourself. You have something to say. Share your voice in magic. Share your voice in your magic. We're talking about the natural gifts and ability, right? Express yourself, okay? Express your you-ness. Your you-ness. Not the name Eunice, but you-ness. You. Y-O-U-N-E-S-S. Eunice, okay? It says, the way you express yourself won't make everyone happy. That's okay. You're not meant to. Live out loud, and self-expression looks different from everyone else. For outgoing extroverts, self-expression may mean dancing on tables and screaming your point of view. Introverts may speak out in a way and save the louder parts for their personalities, for loved ones. I am free to express myself fully. As I said with this moon card, there are some things that you may not be aware of when it comes to this new megastar, but it's possible that you may have thought some things in the past, okay? These three cards out here came out because this new person, the new megastar, to reach or exceed Beyonce level, is going to live out loud. They're going to live out loud. They're going to express themselves. And that's where that opposing card came out with the star code. It may not be what people expected. Even her team, I keep saying her, but even her team, this Megastar team, it may not be some things that they expected when it comes to how this person, what they want to do. They may want this person to do it this way, but this person may have their own ideas and ways that they want to do it. They want to be different. Okay, they don't want to be compared to nobody else. They want to make a name for them own self. That's what they want to do. Okay, it's a lot of people in the industry that have connections with other famous people, but they be like, I want to do it on my own. And that's how it's going to be. And then we got this Page of Pentacles right here at the bottom of the deck. Okay? Anytime I think about pages, I think about new beginnings, someone new, something that's new, that's starting, manifesting, grounding, ambitions, offering a gift, goal-oriented, financial opportunities, planner, loyalty. Okay? That Page of Pentacles right there. And I got that High Priestess. Six of Wands. I'm telling you, Six of Wands is all about being seen, success, public recognition, achievement, self-confidence, victory, award, triumph, praise, pride, reward again. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, you go. Wow. Yeah, I had no idea how this reading was going to go. I just did not know what to expect because no one has never asked anything. Yep, number one, this person's season is coming. This person's season is at the bottom of the deck. This person's season is coming, y'all. This person season is coming. This new Megastar season is coming. Whoa. Shout out to the person who requested it. See, that was a good ass request. I don't get requests like that. That's why I was like, what the fuck? When I first saw it. So now I want to talk about their personality and their emotional makeup. And this may say a lot. I'm hoping it'll say a lot based off of the cards that I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use the Nirvana, the modern Nirvana cards, okay, when it comes to their personality and their emotional makeup. I'm looking for something that may make it okay for me to say, hey, y'all, this is, whom that was in my head, okay? But let's just see. All right. The next megastar who will reach or exceed Beyoncé level fame, can you tell me about their personality and their emotional makeup, their confidence, their sensitivity, their drive, mystery about them? 3 cards, please. Okay. Hold on, y'all. I'm missing a deck of cards. As if I didn't have enough on here. Shit, where is it? I had asked, was these too many cards, but a couple people said they didn't mind all the cards, so that's why I'm still using all the cards. Where's the fuck is the card set that I'm looking for? That's where I got about I don't know, 80 something damn cards over here. It's just fucking ridiculous. It really is. And the only reason why it's ridiculous is because I'm finna get some more. Because I need more cards for the membership, you guys. Oh, fuck. Oh, there you go. I stand my ass up, then I can see, huh? Alright. Yeah, I got to order some more cards. Oh, shit. Okay, y'all. Here we go. These are actually the Lover Oracles. And I just want to use these cards when it comes to their personality and their emotional makeup. I just want to know, why did these 3 cards come out? When it comes to the next megastar who will reach or exceed Beyoncé level fame, when it comes to their personality and emotional makeup, why did I get these 3 cards for the modern Nirvana? Why did these 3 cards come out, please? One more. Okie dokie smoky. You're the boss. Okay. All right, y'all. Let's see what we got here. Not even no room for you. All right, here we go, y'all. Let's see. This is the personality and the emotional makeup of the next megastar, all right? Okay, I like it so far because earlier with that Empress card that came out, it did talk about compassion. So this, when it comes to their personality and their emotional makeup, they will have compassion, okay? What else about them? Here we go. This rebirth. So we got rebirth coming out again. The rebirth came out, it was at the bottom of the deck, remember, with the Star Code Astro. So we got rebirth again, which lets me know that this is going to be something rather nice. That's the best way I can put it. Something born again, something revamped, something y'all been waiting on, something new, something fresh. I know I can tell already that there's gonna be a lot of opposition up when it comes to this megastar. It's gonna be a lot because I can see it's gonna be like a fifth. It's gonna be like a 60-40. It's gonna be like a 60-40. She's gonna have 60%, and that's still a lot. Well, I'll say 30%. Okay. She'll have no, let's go 60-40. She'll have 60% that really, really adores her, supports her, down for her. But then she'll have that other percentage, that 40 percentage, that's gonna not be so supportive. And you guys will know why. You'll know why. Okay? You'll know why. What about this one? Can't help it. We got greatness. Greatness. We're talking about the personality and the emotional makeup, compassion, rebirth, and greatness. Greatness. You can't be a megastar. You can't be someone who's going to reach Beyonce level or exceed it and not have greatness. You can't. You just can't. It's going to be a force to be reckoned with, okay? So the good thing is, although people may feel like this new megastar is spoiled, bougie, whatever the case may be, but little do you know, there will be compassion there, okay? And it may be the bouginess, it may be the spoiledness, it may be all of that, but that changes with the rebirth because the rebirth came out twice, okay? That's how this megastar is going to get to this greatness type of level. So why these three cards when it comes to the personality and the emotional makeup? Because this love is crazy. When I'm thinking about this love, I'm not thinking about love as in boyfriend, girlfriend, girlfriend, boyfriend, girl, girl, boy, boy. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the love that the megastar is going to receive from the fans. That's why I had said what I had said earlier. There's going to be about 60% that supports. And about 30-40 that doesn't, somewhere around there. You know, I ain't never really been good with math. But what I can tell you is that it'll be more support than non-support. Okay, let's just put it that way. All right, so that's what we have when it comes to the personality and the emotional makeup of this megastar. Okay, let's see their early career path. Ooh, their early career path. Okay. How the fuck? How do I figure that out? Okay, their early career path. Their early career path. Their early career path. Which cards to use for that? Ooh, I know. Wait, I think I know how I want to do that. Their early career path. I think I want to use these cards right here. Should I use the Hold on, y'all. Let me just take a peek at my other cards. You know what? I want to use, just give me a minute. I want to use these cards right here. Damn, if it's, I thought I put everything I might want it to use, but this one is so different. Like, this reading is so different, y'all. Okay, I think these would be better. Okay, we'll use those in a second, but I think these would be better, you guys. These are the wisdom of Tula, and these is what I want to use when it comes to the next megastar who will reach or exceed Beyonce level fame. And I know I keep saying that over and over, but that's just how I kind of stay in the energy, by repeating the question. Okay, if it's bothering somebody, my fault, but that's how I have to do it. All right. Spirit, when it comes to the next megastar who will reach or exceed Beyonce level fame, can you tell me in 3 cards their early career path? Okay, their early career path, how they started, who discovered them, their first breakthrough, things of that nature, their early career path, please. In 3 cards. All right. Damn. There's no room. Okay. Why these 3 cards? When it comes to their early career path, how they start, who discovers them, their first breakthrough. Can I get 2 cards, please, as to why these 3 cards came out with the wisdom of Tula? Why did these 3 cards come out? I just want 2 cards, though. These cards actually glow in the dark, you guys. But I rarely do a glow in the dark reading, so. Alrighty. Let's see. Let's talk about it. Let's set those there for now. And get a sip here. All right. So when it comes to their early career path, what can you tell us? Yep. Oh my God. Yes, because remember I told you what I said earlier. What the fuck did I say earlier? That's for you to go rewind it if you don't remember. When it comes to their early career path, they're already being taught by someone. You see this little kid right here and this big person right here? This is more than likely a parent teaching a child the ropes, okay? When it comes to their early career path, this is something that is being taught, you know, teaching this person what to do, how to move. But the crazy part that's gonna come in, it's almost like everything that was taught is like, I don't want to do that. I want to do it my way. You know what I'm saying? Frank Sinatra. Okay. What they call him? Wasn't Frank Sinatra called Blue Eyes or some shit like that? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. What's this? Kaleidoscope. Whenever you look into a kaleidoscope, you see different things. You put it up to your eye and you turn it and it just be so beautiful. One way that the teaching to be this way, but that's not how that's not how the new megastar is gonna see things. The Kaleidoscope is seeing beautiful things and different things. Okay, yeah, you taught me this, you showed me that, because we're talking about the early career path. Yeah, but I'm gonna do it my way. Frank Sinatra, Blue Eyes. I'm gonna do it my way with the kaleidoscope. I want to see things through my vision, my way, what's beautiful to me. What's this one? Well, we gotta find a balance here. We have to find a balance, right? You want to do it this way, I say you should do it this way, so we're gonna have to find a balance. Once again, that's where that opposition comes in at. Remember, the last word that I read on opposition talked about what? Um, I think it was 53. Yeah, opposition. And where was it at? It talked about something. I know it said something about balance. I'm just looking for it. Resolution, both solutions, sometimes the opposition, finding another route, suggesting, believing, the situation, growth, muscles. Where the fuck was it? Training, skills, being centered. I could have sworn I saw something about balance on here. Okay, maybe I'm overlooking it, but I ain't got time for all of that. Yeah. Maybe it was somewhere else where I read that it talked about balance, because right now I can't see the B word. I can't see it right now. But I know I said something like that earlier about balance. But that's what it's going to all come down to. When it comes to the early career path, okay, well, I'm willing to let you do it a little bit this way, your ideas, your creativity, things of that nature. All right. I'm glad I used these cards. All right. So I said, why these 3 cards? And we got this one. Yep. Because that's the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords is all about the truth, speaking the truth. And what's up here with this one? We got the Ace of Wands again. This the Ace of Wands has came out 3 different times. The Ace of Wands talks about, well, let's read it. Where are you? Here we go. The Ace of Wands talks about new excitement, and it talks about passion ignited. It talks about go for it. It talks about bursting with energy. It talks about motivation, inspiration, creative spark of energy, starting a new project, an endeavor, taking action, doing it, an opportunity for growth. An opportunity for growth. So 3 different times this Ace of Wands then came out. Okay. Passion ignited. Okay. Go for it. Something new, something exciting, motivation, a creative spark, starting a new project, take action, move. And I feel like it's very fitting because we're talking about the next megastar. That's what we're talking about. All right. Where the fuck? Where's the thing at? Oh, I put it over there. Okay. So that's giving you guys a little insight on their early career path, like what it is that they were subjected to, things that they had to do, and stuff like that. Okay. So now the question at hand is um, their rise to fame. Their rise to fame. Okay, so when it comes to their rise to fame, this is how I wanted to do it. I wanted to use these cards right here, which are the queen of hip hop, right? And what I was hoping is, however, um, these three cards that I asked for, however they come out, is gonna be similar as to how the new megastar reaches their rise to fame. Okay, the moment they explode, they go global. I'm hoping with these three cards that I asked for, it will be similar to the megastar, the new megastar that will reach Beyonce level or exceed it. Okay, so that's why I'm using these. Okay, can I get three cards, please? When it comes to the next megastar that will reach or exceed Beyonce's level fame, when it comes to the rise of their fame, can I get three cards? What will that look like? Did she get an extra one? I don't know why she get an extra one, but they said give her extra one. Okay, whatever. All right, so here we go. All right, so I want to separate it for some reason. Y'all see it? Okay, so here we go. Versatility. Okay, she gonna be different. Okay, what's gonna make her versatility? What's gonna make her rise to fame is because of how different she is. How different she is. That's gonna be one thing. Okay, and obviously that's what makes a person become a megastar, because it's something that we're not used to. Everybody go crazy because they're doing something different that people prior to them wasn't doing. So versatility, okay, she's gonna be different. Ooh, she's gonna have some. Well, the card right here, it talks about Lady of Rage. Lady of Rage is I don't know how old you guys are, but the best way I could explain it to some of you guys who may not know who she is, what did he say? She was on Friday, number two, the Friday number two, the one who was running around trying to get those Twinkies, the one who liked the Ice Cube. Well, for those of you who don't know, she was actually a rapper before she, started doing the movie thing. Okay, Lady of Rage. So when you think of Lady of Rage, you think about somebody who gonna fuck you up, but she fucked you up with her words, her verses, the things that she said in her rapping and things of that nature. So the rapping didn't do oh so good, but you know what I'm saying, she started working in movies. But the words that the new megastar is gonna have, her words are gonna have power to them. They're gonna be very powerful, and she's gonna have a little remember I kept saying a bad mama jamma. She gonna be bad. A bad mama jamma is everything. They got the bodies, they got the brains, they got the look, they got everything. Okay, it's smart, can write music, can choreography. They can choreograph things, direct. all type of stuff. Like this person is going to be able to damn near do everything when it comes to making her music, making her videos. She's gonna have a hands on it, like real big hands on it. Like she's not just gonna be like someone wrote a song for her and she got up there and sang it. She's gonna, I want to dress like this. I want the camera to hit me at this angle. I want, it's gonna be so much, okay? And you better make sure you do it the way that she wants it done too. Okay, this is gonna be a problem. All right. All right, so I have separated these two. Okay, now let's go over here because we're talking about the rise. Okay. All right. Ooh, we got Lizzo. Okay. Lizzo talks about self-love right here. So when Lizzo came out, Lizzo was not necessarily the typical person that you would think that would become as popular as she is or did or whatever the case may be. That's how this is going to be, their rise to fame. Nobody is going to expect her to come out the way that she does when she do. Okay, it's going to blow everybody out the window. What about this one? This is that extra one. Ah, finesse. Hey, Cash Doll. Cash Doll. I'm trying to tell you. She's going to have everything. That's where that versatility is gonna come out at. Okay. She's gonna be rather powerful with this Lady of Rage coming out. Okay. With Lizzo's energy right here when it comes to the rise of fame, unexpected. Very unexpected. And when I say unexpected, I mean when she comes out, it's gonna be unexpected. Like, maybe somebody would think she would come out, I don't know, 10 years from now. But no, when she come out, she coming out like that. That's when I say unexpected, okay? Because we already know, based off the cards and the words that was in my head, that she's talented. We already know she's been groomed and teached for this type of finesse, okay? Finesse, okay? Cash Doll. Yeah, she gonna be pretty. She gonna be a bad mama jamma. I already said that much, okay? So put all of these energies together, and this is gonna be how it comes to her rise to fame. All right, it's gonna have a lot to do with all of this type of energy in one person. And remember, I said she get an extra card. That's just them showing y'all, you know what I'm saying? She's gonna be about that life. Okay. Cash Doll. Okay. I don't even know much about Cash Doll, but I'm assuming she's a pretty person. Okay. Let's see. Where's the cards at? I lost them. Oh, there they go. Cardi B's at the bottom, y'all. All right. So what else? Okay, that's a good question. Will the new Megastar reach Beyonce's level of fame or beyond? Will the new Megastar reach or exceed Beyonce's level of fame? Three cards, please. she got some interesting cards. This is them not tell. This is them not wanting to tell me anything. Uh, we have, these are the actual angel guides. Angel answer cards. And I said, will she reach or exceed Beyonce level fame? And we got the situation will improve. It says forgiveness, and it says meditation brings answers. And then we got helpful people. See, this is spirit not wanting to give up information, so I'm gonna just leave it alone. And then once I said helpful people, we got choose a new direction. Okay, so they don't want to tell me the answer to that. Will they reach or exceed Beyonce level fame? They don't want to tell me that. I don't know if I can force it. I don't know if I can force it. Let me see. Can I do that? Can I? Well, let's just use these cards. I'm not going to force it. It's 11:11 on the clock. 1:11, 11 on the clock. I'm not going to force it, but this is what I will do. Will the new Megastar reach or exceed Beyonce's level of fame? This is the news, y'all. 3 cards, please. Hold on. I need to know why that came out. Why did, what the fuck? Why did, oh, my fucking nail. Why did Repo come out? Oh, okay, I get it, because I didn't read the other cards. My bad. Okay, so remember I said they didn't want to tell me anything, right? So I said, let's use the news. What's the news card? And I was finna ask these cards, why did Repo come out? But the reason why Repo came out, it's right here. Okay, so when it comes to will they reach Beyonce level fame, we got graduation, and it talks about leveling up, and it talks about lessons learned, okay, and acquiring wisdom, followed up by reading up, doing the research, learning more, gaining insight, okay? So the reason why the Repo card came out, because I have never ever heard of anything about Beyonce being repoed or having any financial issues. Just because I haven't heard it doesn't mean she didn't, but I just never heard about it, okay? But when it comes to will she reach Beyonce or exceed it, I feel like with graduation day being here, it talks about leveling up, okay? Lessons learned in acquiring wisdom, followed by reading up, doing the research, learning more, gaining insight, okay? So with Repo being right here, I feel like there will be a stumble. There will be a stumble, but I don't think you guys will see this stumble, okay? I don't think you guys are going to see this stumble, but I think it has a lot to do. Yeah. See, I was shuffling these cards, right? And I was finna ask about why Repo was here, right? And then we got the Ace of Pentacles. We got the Ace of Pentacles right here. I feel like there'll be a stumble, okay? But with the Ace of Pentacles being here at the bottom of the deck, she'll come back only because of leveling up, lessons learned, acquiring wisdom, reading up on things. What's gonna happen is she's more than likely going to do something that she feels will benefit her career, and it end up not benefiting her career as much. And the crazy thing about it is, I think it has something to do with acting. I think it has something to do with acting. Okay, I think it has something to do with acting. I think maybe she may try her hand in a little acting or something like that, and it may not go over so well. But I don't think you guys will be aware of this, and the money flow with the Ace of Pentacles, it'll still be there. It's just gonna be a lesson learned. You know, it's kind of like you good at what you do. You don't have to do this to continue for growth like that, not in that way. If you want to do movies, work in the background, but you don't have to be like the star of a movie or something to that extent. It's going to be something like that, you guys, something to that extent, but more than likely you'll never even know about this. Okay, now let's talk about the personal life, their personal life during their rise. So let's see what's going to be going on in love. Let's see what's going to be going on in love. All right. And to do that, I want to use these two decks, which is the Romance Angels and which is the Island Time Wellness cards. All right. So when it comes to the new Megastar, who will reach or exceed Beyonce's level of fame, what's going to be going on when it comes to their personal life during their rise? During their rise, what's going to be going on in their personal life? During their rise, can I hit 3 cards? Becoming the Megastar. What's going to be going on in their personal life? We almost done. What's going to be going on in their personal life? All right. So when it comes to their personal life, it says attraction. It says you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment for fully. And then it has romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring, followed by love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Okay, so this lets me know right now that when it comes to the rise of her career, is her love life, it's kind of gonna be in the way a little bit. It's gonna be in the way a little bit because attraction, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment, followed by romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. But then we got love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So she's gonna have to be able to balance both of these out. Her career and her rising up to fame. If she can't do that, it ain't gonna be right. I'm sorry, but it's not. Stabbed in the back. Stabbed in the back. That's what it says, stabbed in the back. What you need to, it says, receive what you need, progress, arriving, and moving on in closure. Romantic, it's right up here by romantic feelings. Okay, attraction, stabbed in the back. You look good, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, and then love yourself first, followed by kisses. unconditional love, giving and receiving, love and affection, falling in love. This is for herself. This is for herself. Because whomever she's going to be dealing with during her rise is just going to be fucking shit up for her. They're going to be in the way of her continuing to rise. So this person needs to be put to the side, and kisses, unconditional love, and receiving affection, falling in love. This is for her own self, not an individual. Love yourself first, okay? Moving on, closures, romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. She gonna figure out that, hey, yeah, they was real, but they wasn't worth me exploring with closure being here and stabbed in the back. So, yeah, that's crazy. But ain't that how it always go though? Really? All right. Let's see here. So, what will they be long-term legacy? What will they be known for? When it comes to, this is the actual guides, the spiritual guides. When it comes to their long-term legacy, what will they be known for? What will they be known for? Okay, interesting. Interesting. Okay. Well, when it comes to their longevity, their long-term legacy, what they will be known for is the fact that they went out and did it. They went out and got it, with the retrieval being here. Um, Closure. They came and did what they were supposed to do. And decisions, okay? They basically did it their way. They'll be known to stepped in, walked in their own shoes, nobody else's shoes, with decisions being right here. They're gonna come through, they're gonna show up, they're gonna do what they're supposed to do. Meaning that's what they're gonna be known for. They're not gonna, you know how you have people who try to extend their time in the industry. Like, the fans know, the true fans know when they fall off, but the artists themselves don't really know it. So they try to do all type of stuff to kind of, this particular person is gonna be known for getting in there, doing what it is that you're supposed to do, making the correct decisions, choices, and moving forward. Boom. They're not going to try to drag it out. If anything, they will work behind the scenes. Okay? They will work behind the scenes, but they're not going to be, I can tell you right now, this person will be on top for under 10 years, under 10 years, because they're gonna know when their time is up. Okay, they're not gonna try to do 15, 18, 20 years and things of that nature. You don't have to do all of that to be a megastar. You know what I'm saying? Because eventually things will, get in there while things is hot. This person is going to be known for getting in there, getting the job done, and moving on. That's how this person is going to be known for. When it comes to their long-term legacy, why retrieval, why closure, why decisions? When it comes to their long-term legacy, Yeah. Mm-hmm. See? So for retrieval, this is what we got. We have the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords talks about hostility, environment, bullying, victory, too much loss by achieving a win, too much loss by achieving a win, winners and losers, okay, ungracious winners or sore losers, winning, gaining at any cost. Okay, it says contempt for playing by the rules, not caring who gets hurt or destroyed in the process, unfair advantage, okay, unfair advantage with over here for Chivo, that's the Five of Swords and the number 52. So then we have the closure right here. So for the closure, we ended up with the Two of Wands, which I really feel like it should be down here. I think the Two of Wands should be down here. But let's see. I think the wands are at the back. Yes, it is. Okay. And the Two of Wands talks about making and planning. It says making a plan early, precaution, stage a project or endeavor, fork in the road. Which direction should I go? Decisions, whether to stay or to move forward. Whether to stay or to move forward. This is closure. This is part of the decision. Okay. Staying in the industry with this Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups talks about achieving everything it is that you needed to achieve. You done everything. That's why I said I don't see this person being in the industry. It's going to be 10 years or under 10 years. I don't see them being there longer than that. But it doesn't take all of that. They're going to know when to get in and when to get out. Okay? And they're going to be happy when it's all said and done, with the Ten of Cups being right here. Yep, at the bottom of the deck is the Hermit card. Hermit card talks about soul searching. Okay, because you got to think, with 10 years, that's a decade. By that time, you got other people who's inspiring to be this, to be that. The times done changed and all this and that. So this person is going to know to get in when it's hot and to move around when it's not. Okay, they smart. They going to learn from being around various different situations in their life when it comes to the industry. Now let's see. Let's close it out with no, not yet. Hold on. Remember I said there will be about 30% of people who don't support her. When it comes to the people who don't support the new Megastar, when it comes to the people who don't support the new Megastar, can you give me 3 cards as to why they will not want to support her? This is the villain card, y'all. Can you give me 3 cards as to why they would not want to support her? And then this is the last card over here. Spirit, what is the last thing you want the new Megastar to know, as well as her fans? What's the last thing to close out this reading you want her and her fans to know? All right, this is for the ones who won't support her, who feel they don't want to support her. These are the Disney villain cards right here. We have the King of Cups. Ooh, interesting. Where's the book at for this? Because this is rather interesting. No, I'm serious. I know a lot of people be saying that shit, but it is. Okay, because we're talking about those who wouldn't want to support her. Okay, so let's see what this King of Cups got to say. All right. Did what it say? It says the King of Cups is a charming, caring, and kind leader with strong moral codes. The tarot card advise you to stay true to yourself and to keep your emotions in check, lashing out at others as ill-tempered. Captain Hook, um, wait, what it says? The terror lashing out at others as ill-tempered. Captain Hook wouldn't want benefits you. He Captain Hook would want benefits you, and outbursts will only attract the attention of the dreaded crocodile. Stay calm, compassion. Oh, okay. That's why it took me so long. So let me read it over now that I done figured out what the fuck I was trying to say. The King of Cups is charming, caring, and kind leader with a strong moral code. This tarot card advises you to stay true to yourself and keep your emotions in check. Lashing out at others as ill-tempered, Captain Hook would want benefit you. Your outbursts will only attract the dreaded crocodile. So stay calm. Okay, sorry about that. So it'll be people when it comes to the King of Cups. The King of Cups is being represented by Captain Hook. Okay, some of the people who will not support her will be some male energy that feels as if she's a little hot headed and could be easily thrown to the crocodiles if she doesn't, you know what I'm saying, stay in line. Because remember, this talks about a leader, okay? So this makes me think of people who are in the industry that are a bit older than her and who will have a lot to say about her, okay? And the things that she do and how she moves and how she acts, and they feel like, you know what, she could just easily just be thrown to the crocodiles. You feel me? So that's one energy. What is this one? The High Priestess. Ooh. Let's talk about what the High Priestess has to say. Didn't expect that. It says, the High Priestess tarot card is called to look deeper. You may not see the situation, friendship, or relationship in your life for what it really is. What is your intentions telling you? Take the inspiration from the mysterious Maleficent. That Maleficent, that's that damn thing, and embrace solitude to this perceivement. Consider it carefully, for there is more going on than meet the eyes. The crazy thing about it is, this is the crazy thing about it. Her haters are gonna be older people in the industry that looks at her as someone who is privileged but undeserving, if that makes sense. What is this one? The Magician. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Listen. Wow, that's crazy. Listen to this. It says inspiration is everywhere. You're feeling creative, unstoppable, and ready to conjure up your wisdom dreams. Embrace the creative impulse that comes over you with flares, because now's your time to shine. Seize the moment. The Magician tarot card indicate it's time to harness your potential and put your hidden powers to use. Remember, I said with that moon card, it's a lot of things about her that you guys may not know that's going to come out with this Magician card being right here. She's very talented, and that's why we got this King of Cups and this High Priestess. They feel like, yes, you are very privileged. You're very privileged to be in this position, but they feel like um, she may need to know her role, know her place in this industry. And if she don't know her place and know her role, they will throw her to the crocodiles. And with this high priestess, there's people sitting in higher places that can make that happen. But little do they know, she got some high places and some high magic and powerful things on her end too that's hidden, that's gonna protect her. Ain't that about a bitch? Mm-hmm. Because here's the thing. For her, this new person, it ain't even about the money. It's about proving a point. And when it's not about the money and it's about proving a point, that's when the plot thickens. And I love it. So to close out this reading, what do we have? See what I'm saying? Mystery. Mystery. I'm telling you, hidden stuff. I told you earlier with that moon card, it ain't even about the money. That's why she not gonna be in the industry for so long, because it ain't about the money. It's to prove a point. It's to prove a point. Wow. So to close off this reading, we got number 46, you guys. And number 46 says, access the powers and the dynamics between you and other people around important resources like sex, money, and inheritance. Notice if a relative or a boss withholds money until you behave, or if you or a lover withholds sex until others need it. Needs is met. Just be clear in your own mind. If anyone is pulling the strings and trying to heal dysfunctional dynamics with clear and healthy boundaries, seduce honestly. Not all strange sexual dynamics or unusual financial agreements are a problem. Ha! If you understand your particulars and don't feel coerced and controlled by them, they are just part of who you are. Financial investors and advisors, consultants, ministries, lovers, institutes, brain trustees, auctioneers, and investigators all work with the eighth house of affairs. And if they work with integrity, do so productively. Develop your second house resources, your own money, your sense of worth, and your body and confidence to strengthen your freedom and bargain powers to operate and remain with full grace. Engage in the resources handed to you, but make your own judgment call. The eighth house calls for one last freedom to acknowledge the death that exists in the fully alive and responds. Here is your challenge. It may be tempting to be manipulated by others, withholding love, power, and money. Hard to step away from when someone else is jerking the chains, but here's the gift. Face your worst fears and step through the feelings with that liberation. That trapped manipulation falls away when you don't bite the hook. When you don't bite the hook. Captain Hook. When you don't bite the hook. I'm trying to tell you, that's why I said what I said. It ain't even about the money for this new megastar that's coming. It's to prove a point. With that being said, shout out to the person who requested this reading. I hope it made sense not only to you, but to other people who actually watched the reading. The next reading coming up is going to be for the Kalen guy and his relationship with Esther. Okay, that's the next reading. Remember, anybody can request a reading. As long as I see your reading, I got the eyeballs on it that let you know that you are in the queue. It is a lot of requests that's been coming through. So I'm getting to you guys. I haven't forgot about none of you guys that got them eyeballs. I'm getting to you. It's just a lot of people requesting stuff. But I got you. I love you guys. I appreciate you. And I'm out. Enjoy your Friday. Bye-bye.